Manever I say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there, osia dem yopo.
Hello guys, you are once again welcome to PENDREAM TV, your #1 political channel in Ghana and beyond. Today, I want you to join me listening to another banger.
Exclusive. IMF exposed over trying to mislead Goldbod. Now, the Goldbod was established in 2025. It became one of the trump cards of John Dramani Mahama's comeback. And the first chief executive became the 1989 born Samuel Gyamfi, known in the cycles of politics as Sammy Gyamfi. Now, Sammy Gyamfi, my brother, my sister, is the young man whose photograph you see here. Put up the photograph and pay attention, please. Sammy Gyamfi is the young man whose photograph you see here. My brother, my sister, he was born in Sunyani in 1989, went to school in Sunyani, and finished up at the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. He's now a lawyer. He's the first chief executive of the Goldbod. When he became the chief executive of the Goldbod, one of the earliest appointments of John Dramani Mahama, because this gentleman single-handedly accounted for so many votes for the NDC through his fluency in communication and his brilliance. Oh my God, when it comes to the knowledge of our political scene, Sammy Gyamfi is so admirable. My brother, my sister, he's a young man, only 36 years old. This is Sammy Gyamfi. Now, when Sammy Gyamfi became chief executive, he decided to deal with the gold just as his Goldbod was supposed to. In Ghana, we have the cocoa board that deals with cocoa. Now, the Goldbod is the new initiative, and that is supposed to deal with gold. But in our country, there is so much galamsey, illegal mining. And therefore, we have to be able to stand firm to fight against galamsey, much as we want the gold. We do not want to cut our nose to spite our face. In other words, rob Peter to pay Paul. In other words, destroy the flora and fauna, destroy our water bodies, kill all the animals, kill all the trees, pollute our drinking water, all because of some metal called gold. So there was a big fight against galamsey. We all went out there to fight against galamsey. Even while in opposition, the NDC fought against galamsey in several demonstrations. Now Sammy Gyamfi is getting a lot of gold for the Bank of Ghana. Now it is the Bank of Ghana's duty to provide foreign exchange to the country. What is foreign exchange? What currency do you use in trading? That is foreign exchange. Whatever you are trading in, you will need a medium of exchange. That is for international trade. So we call it the foreign exchange. The dollar, the pound. In most countries, they just concentrate on the dollar. Now, you must be able to sell something that will attract this foreign exchange. And gold is one of those. So the Goldbod's duty, one of those, is to provide the Bank of Ghana with enough gold to be able to export, so that we would have some forex in the country. Forex is the same as foreign currencies, right? Now, the second thing is this. We need gold reserves. Please listen to this attentively. Gold reserves to be able to back our currency, so that our currency does not get inundated. Can I explain this? when you have gold, and everybody knows that you have these gold reserves, the whole world knows that you are worth this amount of gold, it makes your currency stand stronger, all other things remaining equal, because they know that they can count on your currency. If your currency even fails, they can fall on your gold. So it is like a backing for your currency, and it is done internationally. Now I'm going to break the news. Come here. Now watch this. A couple of months ago, IMF had a meeting with Goldbod, which used to be PMMC, now metamorphosed into Goldbod, and some other such similar groups. IMF met them. And you know what IMF told the Goldbod and the rest of them? IMF said, please, forget about amassing gold. It will not help your currency in any way. 2, forget about amassing gold, because it will not help your economy in any way. 2 things. Sami Jemfi and his Goldbod got shocked. In simple economics, we are told that the more gold reserves we have, the stronger our currency. It has a direct relationship. In America, they have gold reserves. In England, they have gold reserves. And they keep piling up the reserves. And that is helping their currency and their economy. Why is this different when it comes to Ghana? And the IMF came down to Ghana to tell Ghanaians this at a meeting in one of the hotels. I'll keep that undertone. Sami Jemfi and his ilk were shocked that the IMF, that is supposed to be a mediator when it comes to some of these economic issues and caboodles, is saying this. My brother, my sister, questions were asked. People were shocked. And even after the meeting, pockets of people were seen discussing this. Why is the IMF telling us this? Because they realized that Ghana all of a sudden is becoming the gold capital of the world again. Are you aware that the Ghana gold is the yellowest? Can I say that word again? Yellowest in the whole world. It means it is yellow. Are you aware the Ghana cocoa is the best cocoa in the whole world? One of its kind, from Fernando Po, a small town called Bioko. Then it was called Fernando Po. That was where Tete Kwashi allegedly brought the cocoa from. And even in Bioko, which used to be called Fernando Po, they don't have this kind of cocoa we have now. And it looks like it only grows very well here. It knows the best right. Yes, it knows the best right. So Ghana cocoa is much sought after around the world. Same way as Ghana gold. Not every gold is gold. The Ghana gold glows yellow, yellower than any that you would find. Naturally yellow. And looking at this, these people have cocoa. Everybody's running after the cocoa. Even though the Ivory Coast has overtaken Ghana when it comes to cocoa production, it has never been able to overtake Ghana when it comes to quality of cocoa. Now, for some reason, they have been able to get cocoa farmers to fell their cocoa trees in order to engage in illegal mining, aka galamsey. They have been able to destroy a lot of cocoa farms with chemicals. And it came to a time, the world market said, we are no longer going for Ghana cocoa because it's polluted. Illegal mining and even child labor. And you know the international market, they hate to hear words like child labor. forced labor, chemicalized cocoa, polluted cocoa. They threatened, in fact, to stop importing cocoa from us. All because of these. They have given a lot of money to Ghana to aid with the cocoa production and trade. And they threatened to pull back everything in the days of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Today, my brother, my sister, it looks like there's an economic hit. There is an economic hit on our country. Economic hitmen have been unleashed on us. Now they are talking to our leaders at Goldbod, telling them, hey, what you studied in school, that gold reserves will automatically help with the enhancement and the boosting of your economy and currency. That is long thrown away. It is obsolete. It's archaic. My brother, my sister. But after the meeting, they came together and said, no, we will continue gathering the gold. The Ghana currency started going higher and higher, competing with the American dollar. Hey, the cocoa is also beginning to come up strongly again, having hit it also using galamsey. My brother, my sister, now what is happening is this. If your economy starts to grow good and better, you won't run to them again and ask them for loans. How will they control you? They want to continue feeding you so that they can control you. Now, if you want to be independent with your gold, independent with your cocoa, economic hitmen will be unleashed on you. It's not surprising that the IMF has allegedly met with Goldbod and all those people a few months back in a prominent hotel right here in Accra. And the message is simple. Forget about the gold. Gold will not help your economy, yet they are busily amassing gold in the West. What is Sammy Jemfi saying to this one? Of course, he and his team were not excited about this. What are the other entities saying? They were surprised. But of course, there would always be a few people who believe that the white man is always right. They are not Pan-Africanists. They don't believe in the philosophy of Kwame Nkrumah. They would also always succumb to the fact that there is a white man and that white man is next to God. Therefore, whatever he says is the truth. Time to fight galamsey more seriously. Time now to introduce the aspect of traceability so we can trace exactly where our gold is coming from. If it's coming from illegal mining, no, we don't want it. If it's coming from child labor, no, we don't want it. Our gold must be clean. Galamsey must end, or else we will end up getting all the gold and we'll drink dirty water and start dying. As the Bible says, what does it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? What a day to talk about this. Congratulations to the Goldbod, Sammy Jemfi and his people. Don't be swollen-headed. Don't be complacent. You have been able to fight galamsey in a way, but it is not enough. We need to fight galamsey even more. You've been able to fight smuggling of our cocoa that we applaud you so much. And recently we are told by the IMF, the same IMF telling us to stay away from the gold and do other things, that 214 million American dollars got thrown away. We lost 214 million American dollars at the Bank of Ghana, BOG, because of the activities of the Goldbod. Well, Sammy Jemfi and his people are saying they don't know where these figures are coming from. They will wait until the figures are audited. But whatever it is the price that we are paying for a buoyant economy. And I agree, in a way. To everything, to every achievement, there's a price. Listen, To every achievement, there's a price. And the price is that for now, even if we are losing 214 million American dollars, our economy is up there. Our inflation has gone deep down the abyss. The people are having a good Christmas. Ghana is blossoming. Many people are coming into Ghana to do business. Our country is trusted one more time. We can go to the bond market and flaunt our Ghana cedi. If we are losing 214 million and getting some billions somewhere to fix our economy, my brother, am I not excited? But look at what is in the news. The government of Ghana has paid its debt to the bond market. The loans that we took. Watch this. Simple. Government settles 709 million American dollar euro bond obligation ahead of schedule. It's never happened. Bring it back. Bring it back. And that's the Minister of Finance. As quoted by City News. Oh yes, Atuforsen, Dr. Kesel Atuforsen, has announced today, the 31st, that the government of Ghana has paid his obligation of 709 million American dollars. The Eurobond obligation, before it is even time. Eurobond obligation. Okay, you need to pay it at this time. And Ghana said, you know what? Our economy is buoyant. We want to pay ahead of time. You know what that does to Ghana? It gives you more courage. It makes more people trust you. It makes more countries open their doors. Because you are credit worthy. That's one. And two, you are honest. Thirdly, you are now on your feet. Of course, economic hitmen are going to be here. And that is why our leaders must think Ghana first. Patriotism. It's not time to loot. It's not time to share any loot. It is time to hold on strong to our nation. It's the black pot.
Thank you for watching. PENDREAM TV really appreciate your time and say God bless you for the good work you are doing. We much appreciate your time here on PENDREAM TV. And if you are really enjoyed this video, please do leave a comment below, like and also share to other members to watch as well. Don't forget to subscribe to keep you updated whenever you made a post. Thank you and stay blessed.
PENDREAM TV now, so far so good. Say open online portal e Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.